we're in the new studio. Bigger, better, more light. My name's Brian. I run Sitch Radio here in Irvine, California, and this podcast serves as our, weekly update. What's going on in and around the studio? Sitch Radio has the mission of helping you tell your story, no matter what level of service you need. We're here for you, to include free. Come to our meetups, learn about podcasting, and go it alone. We have a reference page on our website, sitchradio.com, where you can look at what mics we recommend, what audio interfaces we recommend. And I'm always available for a 20-minute free consultation for first timers. So that is that. Back to meetups. Our next meetup is going to be the 21st of this month. The doors open at 6. The meetup starts at 6:30. We're going to be discussing ways to market your podcast. In addition, we have Jay from J. Patrick Photography coming in to do headshots. The meetup is free. The headshots aren't, but the packages start at $25. Where can you get 2 professional headshots for $25 these days? So it's a special arrangement Jay and I made. So if you like, you can hit sitchradio.com, click that events link. It'll take you to it. You can go to J. Patrick Photography and prepay for your spot. And there's some upsells if you want additional poses or wardrobe changes or all of that. But there's no better way to start off a new year than with a brand new professional headshot for your LinkedIn and social media pages, and maybe your podcast cover art if you're looking to rebrand that. Again, sitchradio.com events, you will see it there. And it's always good to see Jay. Jay's a good guy, great photographer, great videographer. We use him from time to time in the studio for quite a bit of things. And he's been a guest on Drive Time OC before. So we are happy to have him in studio taking pics of all you bright smiling faces. So really quick, show update. Let's start with Operation Tiny Home. They're getting ready to go on hiatus. So if you were a fan of Operation Tiny House on the TV show, Zach Giffen and John Weisbarth are hosts of this podcast. It's in cooperation with Operation Tiny Home, which is a nonprofit pushing forward tiny home legislation and city codes, building codes, helping people get into tiny homes as transitional housing, whether it be from homelessness to this transition housing into a traditional house, and or some people are just the minimalists and want tiny homes. And this is a great way to get that done. So if you've never listened to that show, check it out. John Weisbarth and Zach Giffen from the TV show are hosts of this podcast. You can find it here on sitchradio.com. The 411 on leadership is going to take a short break. They'll be coming back strong next year. Their last episode this year will be Monday live, 10 a.m. You can catch it on LinkedIn and or Facebook, YouTube. And then again, the podcast will be released shortly thereafter, which is exciting. And then Talon is taking a hiatus for the holidays. They'll be back next year as well in January. And Girl Talk sadly has ended. Corrine did 8 episodes with us. You'll be able to find them in the hiatus page. Right now, it's still on the homepage. But speaking of the website, we've been working hard at rolling out a brand new website for you. Our plan is to launch January 1st. There's going to be some cooler features. It's going to be leaner, faster loading, and a little more responsive for mobile. And it's a great place to point people so they can get to where they can subscribe to your show if you're a podcaster with us. Let's see, in the studio, I've got Jeanette and Joey here this week. Joey's so eager to unmute and talk. What up, Joey?
What's up?
Can't hear you, Joey.
Oh.
Got to use your big boy voice, Joey.
What's up?
What's up? They are in studio working feverishly today. Some special projects. We've got some cool stuff we're working on for next year. More on that later. I don't want to give all the secrets away, but They are working hard here for you, helping get your story out for those of you that are working with us here at Sitch Radio. Next week, I already talked about the 411 on Leadership, which is the Orange County Dale Carnegie's offices podcast. But they will be live Monday morning at 10 a.m. EM Weekly is actually going to be in studio with the bonus episode that's going to air in a few weeks that we're really excited about. Awesome guest. I'm looking forward to that recording session today. And then Combat Vet Vision next week, Monday as well at 1 p.m. They're going to have Jay Copeland, Lieutenant Colonel, retired USMC, on the show. And Combat Vet Vision is hosted by Aaron Siebert, aka Chief, retired naval chief who spent his entire career as a corpsman, blue side and green side. And he took a mortar round in Iraq and read his last rites. And he's a phenomenal man and PTSD mentor for the PTSD Foundation of America. And I met him through Warrior Built Foundation, which is another awesome combat vet nonprofit here in SoCal. So we've got that to look forward to. In addition, if you haven't caught the Field Op yet, this is by Pacho, Chief Warrant Officer 3, retired. Chief Warrant Officers are kind of the unicorn, especially on the Fleet Marine Force side where I served. Not many of them around. I think I saw one in my 4 years of active duty. But he's going to be on with a retired corporal, as we say. We're all retired. Talking about his transition and some difficulties in life. And James Peretta is a small business owner here in California as well. So I'm kind of looking forward to that episode next week. And he airs, it's the 9th. I believe that's Monday as well. No, that's a Thursday. What am I thinking about? He does live Thursdays. And Pacho actually lives in Qatar right now. He's a contractor with Raytheon. So he's being piped in live from Qatar, which is kind of cool experience to have. In addition to that, Cacao Crowd. If you're into alternative healing and alternative modalities, you might want to check out the Cacao Crowd. Fun show. I learn a lot. You know, I'm not like 100% into holistic healing, but some stuff I've played with, tried, and, you know, some things work in my opinion. Some things didn't for me, but great educational podcast. She does focus on cacao as a plant medicine, if you will. Tons of great information on that. And next week, she's going to have a guest in studio talking about mindful travel. So if you want to hear everything that's going on at Sitch Radio, check out sitchradio.com. You'll find all of our shows there, whether they're in production or on hiatus, and learn more about Sitch Radio and what we do and what we have to offer. So with all that having been said, if you'd like to learn more, you can sign up for our our digital newsletter. We send one out a month. It's not spammy. We're not blowing up your inbox. But this podcast is kind of filler in between what's going on. And just to let the community know that we're here in Orange County. Our mission, again, is to help you tell your story. So if you need any help with audio and or video broadcasting, live streaming, whatnot, we are here for you. Until next week, that's it. I'm Brian, SitchRadio.com.